Hello. Testing stream up and running. Yeah. Excellent.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
Welcome everyone to the first round of the Australian Open between Al Ramsay and John Woods Casey. Here we've got Ellie Cosma and Ollie Pridmore on the mic. Ollie, say something.
Yeah, g'day. This is Ollie.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on match? Who's the favourite for you?
Well, I think I've handicapped John is a little bit stronger, but you never know, he could go a little bit walkabout.
Yep. Yeah, he's obviously got home court advantage, but Al has obviously played here quite a few times as well. So
home away from home. Home away from home.
Yeah. So hopefully that home court won't be too huge a factor, and it'll be a real close match.
No.
Yeah. So what's John playing off?
I think 8, 7 or 8.
8, 7. Yep. Pretty good. Yeah.
That guy, can we get a confirmation on that?
I'll look it up. Where's the phone? Yeah, I know Al's off 12.
Ooh. He can play better than that, though.
Yeah, he can play better than that. Yeah, it's a very comfortable 12. I know that.
Who's the man who beat him up 18?
Ah, well, you know, things happen.
Off day from Al.
Nah, that was the best I've ever played. To be fair, to this day, I haven't played better than that. Can confirm. Right, I'm struggling here. Hold on. Jackson, since when do they let chipmunks commentate? Thank you, Jackson. Message received.
Jackson, since nobody else wanted to commentate, if you'd like to do it over the stream, be my guest.
Nah, they needed the top dogs doing for round 1. Get people interested. He's off 7.8. Yeah. What's his personal? Oh no, he's been down to 5 earlier this year. So yeah, it's clear.
Hopefully, it's going to be closer than what the handicaps will suggest.
Yep, for sure. Yeah. Yep.
What can we expect from Al?
Hopefully a very solid game and just a lot of like structure. To rather than I don't believe he's very erratic with his shots. He's he knows what he wants to hit. Let's just hope he hits the targets he's setting for himself.
I think I would say something similar about John. John is very disciplined in the way that he plays, quite a conventional player. I think we can expect quite a strong railroad from John. I wouldn't expect too much variation.
Yep.
Cut volley as well, I would expect quite aggressive cut volleys from both of them.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I know Al has got a few different serves in his arsenal. He's got, I know he has a strong railroad, but if that's not working, then he might tend to do a few more demi-PKs or sidewalls.
Yeah.
I can't remember precisely what he does, but I know he's definitely got good railroad.
Yeah.
When that's on form, then it should be a good match.
He's playing well.
Yeah.
I'd expect John to switch up to a high serve, maybe a high drop or a high sidewall.
Yeah, I might throw a few of those ones in there as well. Yeah.
Melbourne's a nice court to serve that on as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, and different to Hobart, where you can in high ones, yeah, you can serve it between the windows and find the right spot. But
Yeah, don't have the luxury here.
yeah, but here I think the window. Oh, would the windows be lower down here? Yeah. So like, yeah, you've got a bit more, I guess, range, but less height necessarily, or you just need a bit more spin.
Gentlemen, you're doing great. Got a chat message from chat from Hobart, and love in the comments. Keep it up.
Excellent.
Ah, beauty.
Alright, will do. Yeah.
You reckon straight sets, Ollie? Or is,
Or it's a best of 5 match. How's John's fitness in terms of the court?
John's very fit.
Very fit.
John is nothing if not rigorous and disciplined in his training.
Yep.
Mentally, he can be a little bit suspect. He can go a little bit walkabout. But certainly, I'd be very surprised if he were to fail physically.
Okay. Yeah. So I think would the goal for Al be just get in a few quick games to start with, look for John's head to drop, and then try push for a first set lead, or
Well,
would that?
you've got more experience playing him than I. You tell me.
Well, I've never played John necessarily. I think as opponent, if that might be the goal.
Yeah.
To when facing John, but I don't know.
I think John will want to play himself into this match.
Yep.
I think he'll be steady in his start and see where he goes from there.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, an hour I reckon can last a good 5-setter if it were to go to that. But
No, I don't think either of them are going to be suspect on fitness.
yeah, not at all.
Yeah. Conditions on court are quite interesting. Outside in Melbourne, it's quite chilly actually.
Yeah, it's a bit cool.
But we've had a few scorching hot days, and so the court is very, very hot and humid.
Still hot, still warm out there. Is it? Oof, that'll be an interesting day. Gotta get the fluids going. Just make sure you drink lots of water in between points.
From chat, Oliver to Ramsay is
But yeah, Poles has seen a few trips. The sugar is yeah. It's
Always known as the paragon of health.
well,
His body's a temple.
it.
Only puts the finest sugars in, nothing else.
Currently drinking a Coke.
First of many.
Not the first. Not the first.
Got the Guinness out already. This could be interesting.
One of many. Oh. I'll grab them later. Actually, Mike, I'm grabbing. Hold on. I'm going AFK for a second. Hold on. In my bag.
Okay, this is the first round match. 2023 Australian Open. 10, we have John Woods Casey. And serving, we have Al Ramsay. 5 6-game sets. First game level.
Starting off with a railroad, or a bit long. Or a bit lucky by Al, catching the outside rim. Great serve. Two bounces narrowly missing the penthouse.
First up.
I think I will take that.
Yeah, when it hits frame, slight miss hit like that, then you've just gotta hope it goes over, and just gotta make sure he aims for galleries, or make sure he just pushes through and wins this first game comfortably, and then just gets back up to the serve zone as fast as he can.
Try hardest.
worse than second gallery.
Imagine John here would start off the railroad.
Yep.
Fast or slow?
Ooh.
Too late.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Oh, taking inspiration from Chris Chapman. That shot there.
Very good boast. I didn't see that coming, to be honest.
Good to get one out of the way.
Yeah.
Al's now going to be expecting that every now and then. Two shakes into the penthouse in a row by Al. He's going to want to sort that out.
Yeah, I'm prone to a bit of that as well. Ooh. Can't miss those high.
Both of them playing themselves in. Very nice volley.
Yeah.
15-14, one check.
Yeah. Not quite put away by Al in the first penthouse, but he finished up with a good volley, so he got back up service end pretty quick, so that's what he's looking for. For sure. Absolutely.
40-15 server, better than 4.
Ooh. Oh, beautiful rally.
Nice shot.
Server leads 1 up.
Does Al often serve the sidewall railroad?
I've seen him throw it in there a few times, but that's not his go-to railroad, I wouldn't say.
No, early days to be playing it. First game of the first set.
Yeah, but I guess changing it up, just seeing if it's working like today, because some days it's just not working at all, and
Yeah.
he had a couple hours yesterday, but I guess he might have been working on them there, and they might have been going really well. He's just throw them in real at the start, get John thinking a bit more about where he's serving it.
John saying hello.
Better than 6.
All better than 6. Oh, that's a very good
It's a
round.
rough railroad.
That's
15 love, time please. Fantastic.
I don't want to be reading that serve, that's for sure.
15 love,
No.
4.
Want to sweep?
I'll be fine, thank you. Alright. Again, 2-bounce railroad. John's playing very, very well on the service end. Commentators curse.
Yep.
Or put away there.
Yep. Yeah, slightly too deep railroad, but he finish off the point nicely. Yeah.
Interesting, Al's standing very far away from the penthouse when he's returning the serve. Almost as though he's not looking to volley it at all. Is that standard?
I guess so. I think he definitely prefers a few. He does like a force every now and then. He doesn't like being too close to the ball.
Yeah.
But if he misreads it, I think he'd much prefer to take one off the back wall than have an uncomfortable volley.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It seems like John's going to be able to capitalize on that quite a bit and punish Al the short railroad. I'm not certain Al's going to be able to deal with it.
Yeah, you might have to. Oh, I thought that was.
I thought that was fold as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a close one, but it happens.
It was a nice rest by both of them.
Yep.
6, 2 chases.
First proper rally of the match, I think.
Yeah, it was a goodie. Yeah.
Thank you for the reminder, Jesse. The one who's knocked it out 3 times in a row now.
And counting.
And counting.
15 love receiver, worse than 1.
Worse than 1. First serve that isn't a railroad. Here we go. See it long. Hate to see it.
It was worst case scenario with the serve, but the pressure of the chase definitely kicked in.
Missed the sidewall. Unlucky by Al.
Yeah, you've gotta miss high with and left of the sidewalls, otherwise you're gonna get slaughtered.
Yeah. Gonna leave it for a hazard? No. Mistake.
Yep.
Well capitalized.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you either leave it or galleries or just leave it short for sure.
Yeah, it's really important when you're up the court like that. You must kill it.
Yeah, because as soon as the ball goes behind you, it becomes so much more difficult to win the rally.
Yeah, I think Al's going to need to tighten that railroad a little bit.
Yeah, in Hobart that definitely kicked back, I reckon. That was a perfect Hobart railroad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'll find, Ollie, that every railroad in Hobart is perfect.
I find you can sometimes overspin it. You can overspin it in Hobart, so like I've had times where a perfect railroad here, I could serve in Hobart, and it could spin so much that it'll kick off the side wall and come back for a fairly simple cross-court force from the receiver. So it can be tricky to get your spin precisely right, or depending on where it comes off the penthouse. Absolutely. Yeah, but
certainly not the case on this court.
No. Yeah.
Oh. It's interesting that John's going for a second serve demi as opposed to bobble. Usually it's vice versa. We'll see if
but I think he sees Al standing quite far back and knows that he's more prone to leaving them to bounce, and that might, taking that time away from him might affect the return of serve significantly more than, I guess, giving him that time to boggle.
Yeah, just capitalizing on the defensive position.
Absolutely.
Ooh. Interesting leave by John there. It was always going to be tough to leave it to the back wall.
Absolutely.
Well, back by Al.
Good defensive shot. It was a tough lane.
What's he going to do here? He's going to leave it?
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful
Good
shot.
Great placement.
That position is a lot harder than it seems. As you run forward to the net becomes really, really big. It's very easy to hit that into the top of the net.
Yeah, and you've got to think about where your opponent is as well, because the last thing you want to do is hit it straight to your opponent with the entire court behind you.
Yeah.
Because that's guaranteed chase. Almost guaranteed a chase.
Yeah.
And even if you get to it, you're not hitting a winner. That's for sure. Oh. So it could be a strategy to lead now.
Great rest.
Ooh. Very good rest. Is there one chase or two chases? Just the one, or is it less than 5? I think it's just a 1. Don't know if I would have served a railroad there.
One chase.
One chase.
Oh, lost the chase. Yeah, it's interesting that John went for that. The way that he hits it is inside out in that position, so he can get into the galleries. Yeah. He took on quite a bit of risk hitting that cut shot straight.
For sure. Ooh.
Oh, excellent shot. Well put away out.
Great control. Yeah, you couldn't let that one go to... The only other option with that one, if it gone missed right, would have been a rolling nick. Otherwise it would have been...
Otherwise, Al's in trouble.
Yeah, anyone's game, really. But, no, he's done very well there.
Backs himself. Ooh. High sidewall from Newport. Losing the chase.
Yeah, well, chase is worse than 2, I think it was. Something about that.
Great serve. Great serve by John. Well put away.
Yep. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short railroad exposing Al's.
Al has done quite well there. Oh. Good counter response by John.
3 games to 1.
Yeah, I went a little bit too high on the sidewall. Came out too much for John.
Oh.
Here we go.
Yep. Good leave. That's a good leave because the best thing you can do there is a boast or a risky maim or dead on. That's you don't want to take that risk when you can just leave it for the hazard. And
There's also
grab the serve.
nothing that will annoy your opponent more than leaving a railroad for a hazard.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Simple fixes don't serve hazards.
Yeah.
But you know, it's no one does it intentionally, do they? They try and put as much pressure as you can by getting it as close to the hazards as you can without hitting them. But
it can be a very handy server for chase.
yeah, true. Yeah, John would definitely be looking to win this with the galleries.
Yep.
For sure. So I was gonna
keep the tidy railroad.
Yeah, railroad. Yep.
Sort of long.
Short.
Yep. Oh no!
Ooh.
Yeah, hate to see it.
Right, you gotta.
6 point, 16 love.
Yeah.
Second gallery.
Not much you could have done there, but
Doesn't make for great viewing, but certainly effective.
yeah, job done. That's the main thing. Ooh.
Nice.
Oh,
Back by
good
elbow.
volley. Very good volley.
15 all.
Or just high. Or long, I should say. Yep.
Ooh. Although it was long and he got punished for it, I like that Al is moving away from this railroad. It wasn't working for him particularly well before, so I like him.
Yeah. Yeah. Just if he just needs to shorten and hit a couple, maybe 1 or 2 just short, just to find his range and then
Although
go from there.
I think it's much more important that we hit that high serve long than short. Short's a really, really dangerous shot.
Yeah, true. But I'd prefer. Or it's tricky because I'd trust John with a volley any day, a flat volley like force. But you don't want to give him a back penthouse at all, especially a slow one which is just rolling off.
Yeah, I'd like to see Al move further across the court and cut across a little bit more. I'd like to see if it goes long, then it serves out.
Yep.
That's a much, much better result than hitting it really short or back penthouse. Oh, interesting choice.
Second gallery.
That was a good pickup from Al though.
40-13, 1 chase.
Yeah, and Hobart, I reckon that would have kicked down to about worse than 1.
Yeah.
So I reckon, yeah, it was a well left for Melbourne Court for sure.
Receiver, better than second gallery.
Ooh, second.
Al's got he's playing for the game here, so
What's he gonna do?
he's gonna go straight force, I reckon. Oh no,
No, can't worry.
not if that's
That's a beautiful shot by John. Good anticipation there. It was a cross. Really, really quickly to cover it.
Yeah. That was a really good cut volley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I was finding a bit of form here. It's good to see.
yeah. John's kind of forcing Al's hand with the shorter.
Oh, I'm not certain about that one. On the line.
I'd say better than half. I'm calling it better than half.
On the line.
I reckon that was well left.
That's a classic Hobart Shirley moment. That one.
No, never looked like it. I don't know what you're on about.
Advantage server, hazard, half the yard.
Yep.
Is Al gonna switch back to the railroad for this one? Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Just can't give him a shot at the galleries.
So. Oh. Tried to do too much.
Yeah. If you overthink it, you're not going to do everything right, and that just happens every now and then.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that was well played from John.
Yeah. What I liked about that is John didn't hit it at 100%.
Yeah, no.
He chose his target and he made sure that he nailed it. It didn't really matter how hard he hit it.
Yeah, the moment, like, you can't. There's very few shots where on a force where you go 100% because the harder you hit it, the less control you've got, the more erratic your swing is, and the more mistakes you can make. And
Yeah.
if you're looking for precision, you're never going to go 100%. You got to take 10, 15, 20, 25% off. Oh, brilliant volley. A few more of those, for sure. Ooh, oh.
Don't mind the mix-up, though. Don't mind the mix-up.
Yeah.
What's going to happen now is every time Al serves the railroad for the next few minutes at the very least, John's going to keep it in mind that straight's an option.
Yep.
So just putting in that attempt at a sidewall railroad will make a straight railroad much more effective. Who needs to serve a good one, though?
Good volley.
Shot. Well backed.
Oh. No, out of that very well, but just outplayed with
I don't think he meant to hit it into the dead on. I think Al just got unlucky.
I think he was likely going for something uncomfortable, just getting it back, but with the height in mind.
It was a good miss, but I think he got lucky there. More than anything else.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but Al certainly played it well. That's for sure.
Yep. With a second serve, demi, and it's a good demi.
It's a good demi.
Good return, though. It's a very, very nice rally.
Oh. It was a dangerous cross court as well. If that had gone over, it would have been very tricky.
It was a good-looking shot.
Yeah, it was
almost too good-looking.
It was a near miss chamber for sure.
Oh, look back.
Yep. Great placement.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting his initial shot to come back. He had to scramble to recover.
Yep. Al's got to win this game to properly stick with this set. It's a good start.
It's a good way to do it.
A very good way to start. Just got to get his way up to the service end. Oh.
Just trying a little bit too hard with that one.
Yep. Just got to get the second chase, I reckon. Make his way up and then work his way for Tamara.
Long railroad mistake.
Or
not capitalised there.
Not punished. Yep.
That's a lovely shot by John.
Yep. Oh.
2 in a row.
What a shot.
John's playing well. It's good to see.
For sure.
Oh, a good railroad and a good return.
Yep. Yeah, it was a little bit deeper than Al would have preferred, but yeah, happens. He'd prefer it to be slightly deep than too short and in the net. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
The Melbourne timbre is a lot more square than the Hobart timbre.
Oh, absolutely. If you hit a Maymore timbre from any angle, you're going to hit back wall on the floor if you hit it hard enough. Or bottom nick.
Yeah,
it's
a really, really effective shot in Melbourne. Not many other courts is that shot as effective than here.
Yeah.
I'd suggest that's a little bit of home court advantage to John. That's a nice looking serve.
Yeah, good leave.
15-40.
Ooh. He's not going to be happy with that one. Yeah.
Oh, swing and a miss.
Yeah, he just can't serve it long, but that happens.
40-15 server, more than the yard burst from last gallery.
He's got to win this point and get a chase. I think it's the only chance he's got for this game.
Yeah. Oh, and John's let him off.
He's giving it to him. Or
well
narrowly missed the gallery, which is definitely his target in that case, but he's he's done it well with pace, so that's amazing.
Yep.
Yep.
Now we're talking.
Excellent.
One of the first ones that Al's hit on target. It's good to see that it's finding his range.
Yep. Yeah, the mate.
It's a great rest by both of them.
Very nicely done.
Good aerial battle by both of them.
Very nicely done. Good change up from Al to go for a straight volley as well.
Yeah.
Which it is riskier, but if your opponent's out of position, you gotta hit away from them because if they're off balance, then getting to a further bowl is just so much tougher.
If you back yourself.
Yeah, it's just moment decisions where you just gotta go for the gut and pay it off.
John switching up to a giraffe here. Changing the way that he's spinning the ball on that serve.
It was a very great response from Al, and just got too tight with that one.
Yeah.
But I think it spun slightly too far than what he was expecting there.
Yeah.
But he had a little bit more room and then just kicked towards him.
It's a really nice change up by John. It's a beautiful railroad.
Good response. Couldn't do much else.
Oh no.
He's
wasted the opportunity.
He just
Second time he's played that post. Seeming he's done that too soon.
he just overhit it a little bit. Good shot.
Beautiful.
Good
shot.
pickup. Great scramble. Oh. Just too upright in that final shot. But
Yeah, you needed to do something with it. You don't want to get into a rally down the receiver's end.
yeah, just
Go back by John.
very good. Oh. Al had it covered, but it wouldn't have been a comfortable shot.
Yeah, we're not seeing as much stuff in the air as I was expecting. I was expecting a few more forces by both of them.
Yeah, for sure. I think.
Seemingly, everyone's going for a volley response and then playing out the rally.
Yep. Does John play is he a forcing kind of person, or does he like to have a bit more cut control? So,
He's certainly able to do both. If you went back a few years ago, it was almost exclusively cut shots. I think that was a fault.
yeah, definitely a
but-
fault.
Chappie has really tried to teach him and get him to play that aggressive driving game.
Mhm.
And so if he's got an open ball, he'll take that drive on, and he's not bad at it. He's got decent pace, he's got decent accuracy.
Interesting. Yep. Yeah, Al's definitely he can do a few forces, and I reckon John might know that, and he's playing. He's kind of reduced the amount that he's doing, so
Yeah.
that he's getting Al a bit more out of his typical rhythm of a game.
Yeah. Well, I think they're both trying to play to their strengths.
Yeah.
They're both ground players. They both like chipping around and playing out the rally. And so it's interesting that both of them back themselves to win playing that style.
Yeah.
That's beautiful force by Al.
Yeah. Very, very good. Yep.
It's a good out.
That's a very good. You'd be happy with that rally. That point, I should say. Al will be. There's two chasers in this. Yeah, there's what the first one is. No, there's the last gallery.
Half a yard.
Half a yard.
Half a
Okay.
yard.
He's gonna do. He might do a high side wall, or he's definitely doing not doing a railroad. That's for sure. Yeah, he's doing a high one.
High drop, high side wall. High side wall. High side
High
wall.
side wall. Yep.
And it's a good roll.
Oh, well played. Just can't. Yeah. Can't leave those on short.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
From here, it looked like it was pretty decent.
It was, yeah.
difficult to tell.
Okay, he's.
Back to the railroad. Long
Oh, he's done it. For the chase, it's not a terrible serve, because if you go for a force and you overhit it, it's likely you're going to lose the point. So it puts a little bit more pressure on the force.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see Al stand a little bit closer to the to the penthouse when he's serving that railroad. He needs to put a little bit more on it.
Oh,
It's coming out too far. It's giving John too much space.
I think he just needs maybe I'll have to see him serve it again, to be honest. For me to comment on it, I don't know. I don't want to say anything and be completely wrong, so
Yeah.
I'll watch him do another one, and then
Getting it into the penthouse a little bit too much. It's taking too much spin off, which is why John's able to have a free hit every time. That's a beautiful serve. No.
Oh, Grill, come on. Oh,
Very steady. Very steady.
safe shot, comfortable shot, very nicely done, well executed. Yeah, myself, I would have definitely gone for a Grill shot.
5 and 6.
Playing baseball out there.
Yeah, that was a cut shot at pace. When you pull those off, they feel great, that's for sure. But
Best feeling on a real tennis court.
oh, I don't know about that. I'd say a short railroad misread winning gallery would probably be up there.
Advantage receiver.
One can only dream, Ollie. One can only dream.
Well, I can't say I've hit one of those in a match, but maybe one day.
Certainly not on this court.
No.
Oh, nice. Nice change up.
Yep, good make more timber. Is this second set now? Is that what they said? No, I presume not. Or juice, I don't know. A little bit tricky to hit a score.
Advantage server.
I'd add
I'm sorry. What's the game score?
Game on the first set.
It is backwards.
Game 3.
What do you use for some technical difficulty?
Yep, so 6-3 now, so first set's done. What do you reckon I was thinking?
Good question.
I reckon he's fairly happy with the first set. He got 3 games on the board. It's decent start. He made some mistakes. He hit some great shots. I reckon he's just gonna work on what's been working and what hasn't, and
Yeah.
just selecting his shots a little bit more.
Well, I think
carefully.
there have been 2 railroads that have been pretty decent. Al's had a swing at both of them. I think he is now looking to play a little bit more aerial, a little bit more aggressive.
Mhm.
And it's coming off for him pretty well. Oh, no.
Hazard second gallery.
Ooh,
Difficult to do much from up there.
Yeah.
Or worse than the door, it's very easy to get into net.
yeah, you'll be devastated with that one, John. Will yeah. It's easy to miss winning there, but you don't want to do it. Interesting shot, high part of the net, gone for
It's difficult. He
straight,
just
fairly straight force.
didn't have much of an option there. It was pretty tight to the sidewall.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a good mix-up.
yeah. That's what Al's been looking for with a few of those boasts. He's been overhitting them lately. I think the main wall, it's very different to Hobart's, and so I think he might be a little bit challenged with the boasts, but I think he's found the spot, or he knew where the spot was, and he's hit it with right pace. So he's done well.
Hazard second gallery.
Hazard second.
Yeah, so every point that Al won in that, he won off of a force into the dead on. And so I think you asked about some strategy and what is he thinking? There's your answer.
Yeah, no, he definitely relies on the force for receivers and
Worse
like
than 5.
domination for sure. Yeah, great return.
30-40.
Yeah, if you get your pace right and you get the line right, it's really difficult ball, because a fast ball you get the server can sprint over, but a slow one, to time it, they can't quite move as far. Was that Bando, do you reckon?
I thought it was Bando.
I'm shocking when it comes to calling Bando's faults, so well, I'll leave it with you.
I know who I don't want marking my matches.
Oh, I've had some horror marking Actually, I'll maybe later.
well
I'll
played by Al. Good defense. Real. No.
Great change.
Good change up.
I reckon he knew John would be there and just thought it's time to just chip it cross court.
Yeah. It's the second time that Al's won off that shot as well.
Yeah,
It's a really, really.
Yep, John's going to have to inch over to the forehand corner a little bit more if he gets back down there, and
yeah.
he can't just prop himself up near timbre and
Sort of really good variation, hitting it over the low part of the net from there as well.
Yeah, because you do not want to give the receiver a volley.
No, absolutely
not in front of the timbre for a low part of the net, because that's a shocking shot to try and get back. Good serve.
Great serve. Not a bad return.
No, it's all you can do, but it's what he wanted.
It's well put away.
It's exactly what John wanted.
Good hit. Can't afford that.
Ooh. It's just gone drifted a little bit more than John wanted there. Wanted it to bounce up a little bit more so he could go back-to-back grills, but
that's a beautiful serve.
Yeah.
Two bounce railroad, very difficult to volley. Low on the outboard, cutting in. Not much you can do with that. Gonna work.
Lucky back wall, very low on the back wall from there, so it's just not kicked out as much. Yeah.
I've never seen them so lower.
Volley off the back wall. Well played by John.
It was not an easy shot for sure.
And who says squash players can't volley?
Most people.
Great serve.
I've been on court and faced a few demi PKs, and those are just tough. A lot tougher to read here than in Hobart, in my opinion.
Yeah, which is interesting because more people serve in Hobart than they do in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a bad outcome.
But I feel like because of back wall as well, if you get it back wall, it's not going to kick as much, so it could be a really good serve. But
it was a really, really good rest. John, up near the net, hit it back onto the upper penthouse, and it gave him a lot of time to recover. It's not a bad outcome if you're up there.
Yeah, you don't want to give it to a volley for sure. You want to, if you choose between a volley or a back penthouse, you'd probably choose a back penthouse if you're up near chase door first gallery.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're giving them a chase 4 yards at least.
Oh, that's well played by John. Bit grabby.
Yeah. Al's gonna be. Yeah, he's very
furious with himself.
Very unhappy with that.
Had a lot more time than he thought he did.
Yeah.
That's a nice return.
Yep.
It's one of yours, Ollie.
Oh, finding the floor is not my specialty, unfortunately.
He had worse than 6. What's he going to serve? Going back to the railroad. Oh. This went for a little bit too much. He was in a better position than that.
Yeah, just got to move the feet a little bit more, and that's all you really need.
Have you been able to serve the bubble yet?
No. None.
Oh, which?
Hello.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
away.
I don't think he'll serve another one back to back. He just needs. It was just too short. Just too short.
No, bobble is a very difficult one to serve on this court. The penthouse doesn't really give you much.
Yeah, and if it goes, yeah, it'll bounce a bit more off the back wall as well.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, forcing for the receiver could be a little bit more of an option than, for example, Hobart. You could just looking to cut it off as, yeah, something like that.
Yep. Again, that serve would have been really, really good on Hobart because the penthouse is so different here. It just gave John enough room to wind up and smack it.
Yep.
I think he's going to need to readjust his court a little bit more if he wants to start serving that demi.
Should we do shout-outs at the end of the set?
Yep.
Yep.
Nice rest.
Okay, 2 games stood up.
Oh, good mix up.
I don't know, it was quite what he was aiming for. I think I had a little bit of wood on that post, but you'll be happy with the result. Oh, it's yeah.
Oh, I hate to see it. I will be thanking his lucky stars.
It's not about the journey; it's about the destination. And last gallery is what he. It's a good finish.
Yeah.
You'll take that any day. It doesn't matter how pretty it is.
Every time you walk past, you keep on knocking.
Double, better than 2.
Oh, another boggle.
Oh, another bubble. Oh, what again?
Yep. What was the chase again?
Must have been a good chase. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Last gallery, back to railroad.
Yeah, I find putting a bobble into the returning a bobble and putting it into dead-ons a bit trickier than a demi or a sidewall. I don't know.
Yeah, I think a short demi is quite difficult to put into the galleries. Sorry,
The dead-on, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I struggle a little bit more with it, or being a chase, I guess. But I guess that comes with experience, and
yeah,
I don't know. It's like put a bit more practice in. I think probably
love it. Love the variation.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta. Good to see it's working. Ooh, a slow one, but just not.
And he's not putting enough on that.
Yeah.
He needs to cut that back into the sidewall. It's giving John too much space to swing.
Yeah. I don't see that working in the Hobart either, so I think that was just an error.
Oof.
One game to 2.
Alright, he's broken the
On the board.
Yeah, the four game streak I think he was on. Yeah. So yeah, after that last point, I reckon he'll be a little bit more confident. Now will be.
It's an interesting choice by John.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't have much of a choice there, Al didn't.
No. Oh, short bobble going straight off the cut volley.
Yep.
Not sure that's the percentage play.
Yep.
Beautiful finish.
Yeah, that's the confidence we like to see. He saw that he was there and just said, "Nah,
Yep.
you're not getting this back." And
He's 100% from there, I think.
yeah, he knew he was seeing the target there. It's good to see.
So I like that variation from Al. If he's going to miss, then he's going to serve a fault as opposed to a very bad railroad.
Yeah,
That's a good outcome.
Yeah,
I'd just like to see him serve a
Yeah.
better bobble or not a bobble as a second serve.
yeah, you 100% prefer a fault than a long or devastatingly short railroad,
Yeah.
depending on what you're trying to do. Because you
So
don't want
nice,
to be back foot start the
No,
the
no.
rally.
Absolutely not.
You'd rather just go, all right, I'm just hit a second serve.
Worse than last gallery.
It's a good rest.
Sent the email, sent it to the two of us, but I had no idea at all.
Worse than
Oh, you didn't get that.
I think it was a good lead, to be honest. There's chase in play already, and well, I mean, if it's a risky shot because it's low, you'd be most comfortable shots are cross court, and at the end of the day, if you might get a hazard, you might not. You might just get a racket on it and hit into the net, and you don't want to. Yeah, there's no point losing the point if you're guaranteed the receivers at end anyway.
It just feels like John is on the ascendancy here. It feels like Al is a little bit low on energy and John is on the up. So I'd like to see Al pick up a little bit more. And if there's a chance or an opportunity that you can hit the ball in play, I'd like to see Al take it.
It is hard though to like get really like hyped up. I suppose if you're the underdog, you're losing. You are making a few errors. It's hard to get really into it, I suppose.
It can be. Al's got a good fair amount of match experience there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so hopefully at the towards the end of this set, he picks up and pulls through. Yep, it's a poor volley, but
it's a nice force by Al.
Yeah, it was just outside the comfortable volley range. Fault. Yep. Good fault.
Good call by the marker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another really interesting thing that I've noticed, both of them are missing high on that down. I'd like to see them aim a little bit lower on the forces, miss low as opposed to hit it onto the penthouse.
I'll be honest, I thought that was a grill. From my angle, I'm like, oh, that's in, and then neither of the players reacted, so I was like, oh.
Beautiful cover.
Great placement. You want that, Nick. If you're not gonna get the floor first, you're gonna just as close to the bottom of the wall because it kicks out quite a lot, and it makes if they've misread it slightly and it's not comfortable. Leave it or no?
No, that's not a leave. Yeah.
Post. Oh.
Nope. Great
rest.
So the keen-eyed viewers would notice that John played a single-handed backhander. John tends to switch between the two.
He does?
He injured himself playing hockey last year and wasn't able to hit a volley properly, so he had to teach himself double-handed backhand. And he hits it quite effectively nowadays. It's a real weapon of his.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to the old two-handed backhand occasionally, but I feel like that's for just to help with the form, keeping it in the right stance and stuff, and making sure I don't drop my racket for a real fast volley. Because a slow one, I feel like
arguably the two best volleyers in the game at the moment, Camden and Lunners, both use that double-handed backhand. So there's a lot going for it.
Yep. But I guess you'd also be restricting. You'd have a little bit less range as well, I'd find, because if you're holding it with two hands, you're just not going to reach quite as far. But at the same time, you do use your left hand for a one-handed volley as well to guide it through.
Yep.
Anyway, so no, it's good to have a good variation for sure.
Yeah, still struggling to read that timbre.
Yeah,
it was about a foot too far back for that. Just did it too early.
Yeah, it's tough because you don't want to go from backhand forehand when the ball's in front of you for timbre, because it's just personally I mess up way too many. I just frame into the net if it's doing a switch over. So it's tough. You just gotta try and read them right to start with.
Yeah, I think it's the third time in a row that John's gone for that kind of sidewall giraffe serve. It's an interesting mix-up.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good finish from our straight force, and just if you miss, you always want it slow on the forces.
Yeah.
Yeah, because anything off the back wall, if it's placed really well, then it's not coming back with back on it. That's for sure.
No, when you're serving those square serves, it's much better to serve long than short.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bit of disrespect from out there. Kiki and Danger, we like to call it.
Cheeky.
Second gallery.
No, you see a smile on his face, so he's having a good time. That's the point of these events, isn't it? If you're not enjoying it, then
Oh no, ow.
Well, he's not going to be enjoying that.
Face off.
Chase off.
Oh, that's a good outcome for Al.
Yeah,
Very happy with
he'll
that.
take that.
4.
That's a bit better.
Yeah, that's a good serve. Good
Good
finish.
turn.
Just yeah, it was just where John wanted him to serve it, I reckon.
Yep.
Sorry.
I think the chase 4 you'd prefer a long one because it's it's not a good enough chase where you're forced to do a 4. Well, I'd go for a dead on, but you're indecisive.
With that. Al trying to mix up on the forehand side again. Didn't quite work out for him.
Whoa, that's a great shot. That's very well played.
40.
It's just top-notch placement. Don't need to hit a tambo to win a point, that's for sure.
Whoa. Well recovered.
Ooh.
Ambitious by John.
Yep, down the line.
Great shot.
Great switch up.
I think that was the first backhand force that John went for. Missed it wildly. Not sure we're going to see it again.
Nah, I'd like to see a couple more. I like a good old backhand force and just seeing what happens. Because you don't get quite as much pace on the backhand force, I wouldn't say. Far out.
No, you certainly don't. But from that position, the way that you wind up, it's the same as a cross-court cut shot. And so you can get your opponent moving back and then hit it into the dead on. Beautiful serve.
Yeah, personally, I find that a backhand force can get a lot more topspin on. Like, not more, but consistent. Like, you can roll over it.
You can hit it a little bit flatter.
Yeah, you can roll over it a bit more comfortably than I tend to slice my forces a little bit more and they go up, whilst my backhand forces, or if you go up, I can... They're not as fast, but they can tend to be more comfortable. They average out to be closer to dead on than my forehand.
Yeah.
But obviously you do less of them, so it's... Yeah.
I think Al's 3 from 3 winning gallery from the in front of the last gallery.
Yeah, it's
nowhere near it.
Yeah, it's an important shot because if your opponent gives you any chance like of a window at this level, you have to take it.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to take it if they're standing there, but you've got to hit them if you go for it.
Yeah. And it's too difficult to try and hit it over the high part of the net from there.
Yeah. You don't need to ever do that if you know where your opponent is, and if they're out of position, the last thing you want to do is do a soft chip shot, hit the middle of the timber, and just give them a shot. What was the chase?
Is there a chase?
They just switched it, man. Never mind. Yeah.
Is it that you were alpha?
That was a great rest.
Oh, great finish. Great finish.
Good place, mate.
I won't be too unhappy with that rally.
No, Al didn't do much wrong there.
No, it's... Yeah,
That's the advantage of service end, I would suggest.
yeah, for sure. I'd say I read that well, but like he knew, I reckon he knew it was missing. He just didn't. Just was slightly out of position.
Yeah, it's so difficult to try and position yourself on that side.
Yeah,
The threat of the timbre is just too great.
yeah. By far my least favorite part of the court.
Oh, nobody is ever comfortable there.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Oh, yep.
Galleries?
Galleries.
Oh, he went for it. Nah.
Yeah, no, he was kind of scooped that one over and put it in the galleries. Third time, didn't work. That final shot.
Good serve.
Oh, there it is.
Double-handed backhand.
Hello.
39.
Good rest.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Oh. It was a right shot.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
backed.
Yes, excellent. Excellent get off the timber.
15-30.
One bounce. Yep.
West 4.
Well punished.
Yep.
Difficult there over the high part of the net.
It's good to keep. It's easy to keep flat, but to hit low back wall there is very tough.
Yeah. Not sure about that.
Yeah. Yeah, Al's pushing those last couple around, and he needs to put a bit more, well, just vigor into him, and yeah, rather than pushing him about and playing the rally out, just needs to put it away into a gallery or just try to do a little bit more aggression onto him.
Yeah, I'd like to see him hit floor a bit more as well. He's spraying them a bit too much.
Yep. But would that not be playing into John's hands a little bit?
I think right now, a game or two of playing a little bit more of a traditional floor game would work well as a mix-up.
Yeah.
Just because John has gotten comfortable with the pace of the game now.
Although I feel like that was a great shot. I feel like that was how the first set sort of started. That neither of them had many forces. They kind of they were just hitting the floor a little bit more than I think Al would have preferred.
I think so, but also start of the first set, you need to play yourself into the match. It's a very different state of the game than it is now.
Yep.
Start of the second game. Al changed it up and started using a bit more pace, and it worked really nicely because John wasn't expecting hold.
Oh no.
Al's going to want to put that behind him.
So at the start of the game, he didn't lose the game to it, so that's,
yeah,
you can always come back from it.
It worked really nicely for him because Al changed that pace, and it caught John off guard a little bit. Now John has gotten used to that pace, and playing that aerial game doesn't seem to be favouring Al anymore, so I'd like to see him switch up into a floor game, just for a little bit, and then switch back into something a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah. I reckon, or I don't know, I reckon, yeah, he would have had to step back from that last shot, backhand shot, and just take his time with it, because it would have kicked out a bit. Not much card in that at all. And especially Melbourne bounce.
Yeah. It's going for a bit too much.
He's not quite taking advantage of the Melbourne grill as much as I was expecting.
Obartians tend not to.
Yeah.
That's a good goal.
Yeah, but from experience, Hobart, you kind of go for it if you've got... Well, I go for it if I have a huge window, or I know whether if I miss low, it's alright. But here, I feel I could probably... I go for a lot more. I go for a lot more. I miss heaps still, but I hit more than Hobart for sure. So it's even practice baskets, like I'll double my how many I'll hit in a practice basket. Well, maybe not double, but I'll hit significantly more.
Yeah, though Al hasn't had too many opportunities to go for the grill.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good serve.
Yeah. Good control. Playing the floor.
30, better than last gallery.
Good mix-up by Al. I'm liking this play.
Yep. That was a little bit indecisive from John as well with leading the chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got to commit to it completely, because he was like, do I hit it, do I leave it? And then he went for a chip, or just flicking it over, because he was now out of position. Lost. You just got to commit to a full shot.
Oh no. Going bounce.
Oh. Yeah.
So that high timbre from that corner can come flush across the back wall. It's a very, very frustrating shot to play against.
Oh, good serve.
Not sure that was a fault.
Oh, it wasn't a fault. Nah. Yeah, the flush with back wall, I feel like it's likely more common here, but it can occur in Hobart for sure. Yeah.
And worst feeling, it should be a bad shot, but it's a winner instead.
Yeah, it's... yeah, it's not much you can do. Oh, volley.
Oh. You have to capitalize on that.
Although he would have wanted to force it, but I don't think he would have wanted to. It was past in the hazard zone, and he wouldn't have wanted a straight force. Tried it there, didn't work.
Oh.
Yeah, he definitely would have wanted to do a straight force off the fault, but wouldn't have felt good about it.
Yeah, from up there, particularly if you've got a little bit more height, you can hit down onto the ball, onto the floor. And so you can really get some pace and punish that shot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, Alpha point was over.
Oh, bad mark.
Yeah, he thought point was over, came straight to him. He got a chip in, but I think by that point he was out. He was off balance and out goes.
Good mix up. Well played by Al.
Yep, a shorter shorter
Fat
boat.
post. Fat post as opposed to manual better.
Yeah, it's a very good switch up.
Oh.
Yep. Changed it back.
Very good.
It's very good.
Al's got a tendency of using
Galleries.
1-2 punch.
Ooh.
Oh. Galleries.
Yep. Oh. Okay.
Should go for it again.
No. Yeah. I'm glad. I'm happy with that. That final force. It was, in my opinion, it was the right decision. Ball was slightly.
Yeah.
It was going to end up further in front of him, where then a comfortable gallery
Yeah, he did
shot.
well.
Yeah.
Also, the one down the middle at the body is surprisingly difficult to get back.
Yeah, it's shortest distance as well, so it's going to come out John slightly quicker than anything else, and it's just it's a good strap. Yeah, a volley on the body, tough to do a very quick one at least.
Yeah. I think Al needs to get onto the service end here.
Yeah,
He's been stuck down the other end too long.
yeah, he's definitely tried, but yeah, he just needs to do I reckon a straight force, but miss low.
Yeah, rolling back wall might work for him.
Yeah, for sure. I reckon. Oh,
Could have left that.
Yeah, I've seen it go Cambo winning gallery on these courts.
Not from there, it doesn't. You need to really be standing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good ball.
Yeah.
I'd like to see this go into the gallery. I leave it. I like that as well.
Yeah. John was, well, I don't know if he had it covered, but he knew roughly where he would have gone. So it's, yeah, no, it was right. I'd say it was almost the right decision now. Just leave the hazard.
Get down this end.
Yeah. Yeah. If he's missed the last.
Oh, what's he going to do?
Galleries, so. Yeah.
It's a good outcome.
Yeah, take it. Do you reckon John thought he was going to hit this? That slows it down quite a bit, doesn't it?
Does. Yeah, he may have.
Yeah, because he rather than I think he ducked, expecting it to not kick out as much and potentially hit him.
Yeah, I also think he just didn't see it. He wasn't expecting a force above the penthouse.
Yep.
And if you don't read it, then you just give up on it.
Yep. For those at home, I was referring to the perspex rather than the back wall, which would have affected how far it came out. The ball came out significantly. Ooh.
That's a good ball.
It's a good rollover.
The Michael Williams drive. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, good switch up.
Can that?
6 games too.
6 games to 2.
Got any shout outs that you wanna? Anyone at home you wanna?
I got nothing here.
I'll do a few. Shout out to Brett from he's a professional at the Hobart Real Tennis Club, where Al and I are members. Shout out to Jackson as well. He's the assistant pro and he's he's elite as well. The juniors have in Hobart have also set up an Instagram page. HRTC__youth. And we're doing like posts three times a week, I believe. Weekly posts. So yeah, just check that out. Check it a follow. Yeah, get behind that, and yeah, back to the tennis. Alright.
Back to tennis. Good mix up by Al. I like the introduction of that sidewall railroad. It's almost working better than his straight railroad at the moment.
Yeah, I feel like if he plays it too often though, then it will get slaughtered because that is.
It's a high risk serve.
It's a high risk serve, but if you play it inconsistently, that's when it's most effective. I find.
You reckon Al's going to change anything up there? That's it.
Let me think. So he's changed. So he did vary it from first set. He did play a few more forces.
Yep.
He only got 2 games in the second set, 3 in the first. I reckon he'll be playing back to the floor a little bit more.
I think so.
And I think at this point he'll probably be thinking.
Great serve.
I think he'll be thinking more towards chases, just maintaining the serve because you maintain the serve, you're winning. That's that from a love ball game. If you're at the service end, you're already winning essentially.
Yeah, 100%. I think Al needs to focus a little bit more about getting and staying down the server's end.
Yep.
I think he got stuck down the receiver's end for too long and just lost too many games there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, interesting.
We take those. Absolutely.
Interesting that John switched away from the railroad as well. He's going to the high serve. High drop as well. He's not playing.
Yep, nice. A good switch up is clearly what needs to occur, because changing the game is just keeping your opponent out of not being consistent.
Although I think 3 high serves in a row is a bit much. I'd like to see him serve something in between that.
Yeah,
that's a good finish.
Although if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah,
So.
One all right.
Yeah, but I don't think he would do another one after that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 chases.
That's a great outcome by Al. I was going to be very happy.
Yeah. Yeah, he messed up a couple, but it's good to he'll know. Yeah, I know. I can do that. Now I'm at the service end. If I get back down there, he'll back himself.
He'll back himself. Also, what I like about the misses that Al had is Al missed low. Every shot that he hit kind of mid on the sidewall near the galleries, and it just means the ball's in play and it's not giving your opponent something that they can really punish.
Yeah, because when you're on the serve, you never really. Ooh. I think he made a connection of the sidewall there, and it kind of slipped out a bit, and
I think it's just a little angry.
Yeah, a bit of both, I reckon. A little bit frustrated, but yeah, hey, it's all right. Ooh.
Good pick up. Double-handed backhand.
Yeah, good volley from Al. That's a very good volley. I would have left back wall, but decent.
Oh, unlucky.
I think I think Al might be volleying a little bit too much on occasion. So that final point, he took a volley and it was I would have thought quite clearly going to be back wall, and it would have. And he did a volley and he put it in the middle, straight to John. But if he taken a couple extra steps, moved around, and he could have had a potential chip shot, could have win a chip shot, missing timber, or who knows.
Yeah. So Al's been playing too much into John's volley. He's served too many sidewall railroads and too many sidewalls, and that serve isn't particularly effective here, particularly when you hit it short. And so John's been carving it up. I'd like to see Al switch to just a basic demi PK.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's
a good finish.
In Hobart, it's a pretty demis and sidewalls can be pretty good.
Yeah,
it's a pretty stable serve. I'd say over there.
Yeah, in Melbourne, it's the sidewall just doesn't give you enough here. It picks up too much, and it's too difficult to get it to cut and stay on the penthouse.
Yeah,
so it works reasonably well as a mix-up, but as a standard serve, it's not too grand.
Yeah, I found it kicks up so much. So I do a demi, and in Hobart it'll bounce twice on penthouse. So go penthouse, sidewall, penthouse, come off, and then
beautiful pickup.
It's missing in Hobart, but we're not in Hobart.
It's not missing anywhere else in the world.
Yeah. So but here, if I do the same shot on a demi, it'll miss by 1.5 meters.
Yeah.
Like you just book in practice courts before playing any opens here. Which otherwise, if you come in and you do your typical serve, you're losing the either point or
you're losing the first
instantly. Like the only thing which you'll lose, make the receiver lose point is just some errors, and that at this level it's just a lot rarer. Great pick up. Yeah, he'll be happy. He'll be happy with that. Very happy. I was up 2-1.
Al's up 2-1. Here we go.
Excellent. Yeah. Yes, that's the right shot.
Yeah. Oh,
Tough shot.
like to see it.
He'll still be happy with that the final shot of his, though, for sure. See Al's got a little bit more like movement, and he's gone in with a lot more confidence.
Oh, no. Yeah.
He's really feeling this now. He's 2-0 up. He's like, I can get this.
Al's tail's up.
Yeah, he needs.
All he needs to do now is get to the other end.
Yeah, get the serves in, win the next 2 games, and I think that will seclude like a fairly comfortable set shot. Got to get there first.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah.
We've got a match in our hands. What do you reckon Al's going to serve you?
Chase is Hazard. He's doing a railroad.
I hope not. I hope it goes to Demi.
I wouldn't back a Demi on the. John is thinking galleries. Al's thinking he's going to go for the galleries. What's going to give more of a gallery? A real good a really good railroad.
No, I think John's going to drive this. John's not
Railroad.
the galleries.
It's just. Oh,
John's
yeah.
driving this.
I think that was in terms of placement. I think that wasn't perfect, but it was good enough to get Al ready for the next
That's
point.
a poor mistake by John.
Yeah, yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. John definitely wouldn't be happy with the response. Yeah, it's nothing worse than losing a hazard from the receiving end.
Oh,
Because you
straight into the net as well.
so many options to win. Like the point could be like winning on the floor, the dead on, just the galleries.
Yeah.
Even if you miss dead on, like if it double bounces, you win the point guaranteed.
Yeah.
It's like, and then to put in,
people call it a 3 point.
yep, you got to at this level, you've got to consider a 3 point. Take the hazards and just make your way back up here. But
Yeah.
it does happen a lot more than we'd
You'd like
prefer.
to admit.
Yeah, than we'd prefer. That's for sure.
Good serve.
Yep, good force. Didn't give Al much to do. Yep. Yep.
Hitting it firmly.
Yeah, he just didn't quite middle of the rack, and he kind of came over the top of it a little bit too much.
Just should have a little bit early.
Yeah. Ooh.
Shame that Al only got a short stint down this end.
Yeah, I think that really shows. So in the game score as well.
Yep.
So John's been at the service end for majority of the match, and he's winning. So he's won the first 2 sets, 6-3, 6-2.
Yeah.
And it goes to show that
It's an interesting.
so much better.
It's an interesting question. Is John down the service end because he's winning, or is John winning because he's down the service end?
Bit of both.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you're dominating from the service end, you're going to stay up here. But if you're the better player, you're not going to be at the receiver's end as long. So it's just a good strat the strat, I should say, to stick up here as long as possible.
Yeah.
Use temp to your
To
advantage.
be a damn good player to win down the receiving end.
Yeah.
Galleries.
It all comes down to your return of serve. Yeah, good placement from Al. He'll take the second gallery for sure.
Any day of the week.
Yeah,
That's a good
he's been missing them low rather than high, which he'd prefer, but he hasn't been hitting them as often as he'd like at all. It's an uncomfortable shot for John though. That last chip shot. He did well with it.
Al would have nailed it into the winning.
No. Well, it was
3 from 3.
It was very tight with the side wall, the main wall. It bounced to the right, and it didn't give John much option there. Personally, I probably would have done a chip shot. Would have tried doing a main wall, missed timbre, and tried double bounce in the nick or something. But
Nah.
he's done very well to keep it cross court. And
That's a great return. Nah, drop shot in front of the winning gallery any day.
but it was tight. It was super tight with the main wall, getting around,
Good serve.
getting around it. Volley. Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. Wasn't quite the right position for a force. He was just slightly too far in
Would have
front.
liked to see a main wall. Main wall from there was the option. Oh, I didn't miss it by much.
Ooh, about 40 centimeters was close.
Bubble? Oh, no. Well, back though.
Yeah.
It's a nice looking ball.
Ooh. Yeah, that was a slow rally, that last one.
Yep.
Just, yeah. Neither of them playing particularly major winners, but it's alright.
Just a bit away.
Yeah, that just happens in every match. Not most.
Particularly best of 5. Goes in ebbs and flows. You can't be on the entire time.
Yeah, exactly. Both players need a little bit of a breather, and you know, you play to your opponent as well. So if one player is slowing down, you tend to subconsciously slow down a bit as well.
Yeah, that's a fantastic shot from there. Al hit a really, really good high serve, dying into the back corner, and John miraculously hits a cut force over the high part of the net into the dead on.
Mm.
That's not easy. Second one.
That's 3 games to 2.
Ooh. He's lost the last 2 games. I was definitely not happy with the last 2.
No.
Yeah, I was just thinking this game to get back with it.
Yeah, I'd like to see him switch to a second serve demi PK. That bobble was not doing enough for him. Case in point.
Yeah, I think he might. Should he go back to the railroad? I think.
Got first serve, maybe.
Yeah. Which is he's
doing.
Yeah, because it forces John to go cross court, and
It does.
and that
I think there's a mix up from a high serve.
Yeah.
Needs to do.
and so that would mean Al could potentially put himself in a better position to play his follow-up shot and just take more advantage of the server's end.
Yeah.
Just another error.
Yeah. I'd like to see him do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. I like this as a change-up.
Oh, it wasn't the finest demi, but
No, but because of the change-up,
yeah.
I think it worked reasonably well to put him off.
Yeah, and John had just made a mistake. He was likely, as you said before, he might be a little bit in his head after that last one, and he would have wanted to kill it, and now
Yeah. And there are some times when the demi comes along, and it's so bad that it suddenly turns good. That may have been the case there.
down the line. Oh, that's a good shot.
Oh, it's a good pick up.
Yep.
What's he gonna do?
Oh, he's not going to be complete.
Didn't need to do that.
I would have taken it off the volley of the penthouse, I reckon, just to
Or just tip it down the line. You just need to go for glory.
apply more pressure. Yeah. Yeah, gotta. Yeah, I have a preference to take it off the volley on the penthouses. I've enjoyed that a bit more
up there
because you
got a
can
little bit more height.
you can hit down on it, and especially when it's coming forward, so towards the high part of the net.
Short of road, John.
Oh, well done, Al.
40-30, 1 chase.
He's
Yeah,
up.
hitting.
He's up, and there's 1 chase.
Yep.
He's down the receiver's end, but if he closes this point, finishes it off well, then that's all he can hope for.
Yeah. Hitting straight down the line from the goal corner is a really high risk shot. It can work very well if your opponent's across because they've got so much court to cover. But if they're a little bit central of they've read it, it's just too easy to punch that ball down the line. You're in too much trouble with the grill and the timber.
Even a boast could be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a bad serve.
That was a really good shot from Al, but good defense from John. Yep. Good change up.
Game, that's 3 games all.
Oh,
That's what. Excellent from Al. He'll be pleased with the last game, I reckon.
oh, good call.
I don't know what I would have said about that.
I think that's a fault.
Was that line? Line's in though, isn't it?
I thought it was behind line.
I thought it was on.
Shot.
Yeah. At the end of the day, if you're playing it so close to the line, you realistically, it's yeah.
And for a demi, that's not a good spot anyway.
No. Yeah.
That's a beautiful serve.
Oh, he's launched at that one, and he should have maybe taken his time or gone for the volley.
It was a tough volley. It was pretty close to fantastic.
Yeah, but still, the best demis, if it misses, it's gonna do damage off the back wall.
Yeah.
So it's
It was a very good serve. Really good
Yeah.
serve.
I'm surprised I haven't seen any demi bandos.
No.
Those like they're rare, but you see a couple. You see one or
see a
two,
couple.
but game's still going, so who knows?
Yeah. Great serve again. Oh,
Galleries.
leave it.
He's missed it low, but
That's a good shot by John.
yep, good chip from Al.
Gallery.
Oh,
Had his chances.
yep. I think that's what he was thinking about for sure. About that last point, that last shot.
Nice steady shot there. That's trouble.
Yeah, the slow volleys are really tough. If you're like a good part into a rally,
Yeah.
because you're thinking, alright, my opponent's just gotten back all my shots. Right, I've got the time on the world. This can be a winner,
Yeah.
and you're in your head at that point, and you're thinking, where can I hit it? Should I do this? Where is he? And then by the time you've gotten through all that, it's on your racket, and as we saw from Al before,
Yeah.
he put it in the net.
I'd
It's
like to see Al go for more galleries there. If you've got an open shot from the backhand on the receiver's end, you have to go for that gallery.
But at the same time, if you're slightly out of position for it, you don't want to go for a gallery even if you're out of position.
Yeah, I think it's sort of worth having a crack at.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Nearly our last gallery.
Yeah, but if you've got a comfortable cross court cut shot, backhand corner, or a potential gallery shot, which isn't even, at the end of the day, it's not even a fantastic chase. It's just a service end grab.
Nah, you just want 30%.
Yeah.
As well as
But-
you want to finish off the point down the receiver's end. Like you don't want to get into a rally down there because you're just going to lose it. And so it's the galleries are a really handy way of not losing a rally down the receiver's end.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Good force.
Already our worst last gallery.
Yep. That's what Al's been looking for, I think. in
Yeah.
A few of those last forces.
Are they collecting the balls yet? I don't think so. I'm well.
No, though. Yeah. It's been quite a few changeovers, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And most of them can carry like 10 balls in their hand at one time.
Yeah. Al's hands are huge. Like, have you seen him? Like, he can carry 6 balls with an open hand.
It's uncanny.
Right.
Freak of nature.
When I first saw it, I couldn't believe a double take. I couldn't believe it.
I can barely get 4.
I don't think I might be able to, but like 6. Jeez.
Look at the curl that he gets on that. The movement through the air. Really, really nasty shots trying to get back.
Oh, yeah. I think Al's moved a little bit further in with his bobble.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, it was. I think he's moved about a yard further left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
40-30.
But I
Need to
think
do
that
something with
that
them.
helps because he's been dropping them a little bit short, and moving them left just helps increase the length significantly. Also reduces the
4 games all.
amount short,
Yeah.
like
Four.
potential for 4-0, is it? No, it's 4 something. Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit long. Gallery?
West last gallery. Oh. West 1. 2 chases.
If this set goes Al's way, who do you reckon would be taking it out in the next set?
John.
John?
I think John's had a little bit of a lull in terms of energy and flow here,
Yeah,
which is natural in a best of 5 set match.
Yeah.
But I think if John loses this one out, I think he'll switch back on.
yeah, and if you win the first 2 sets and then you lose a tight third set, you're gonna be fired up. You're gonna think, what the hell am I doing? Let's finish this.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, after a 3 and 2, fairly comfortable.
Yeah. Although, particularly this tail end, Al has really picked up. Al's been playing some really, really good rest.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like we've seen a few grills from him, and that might not have been in his front. What was the chase? Oh, that wasn't. Yeah, what was the chase? Yeah. I was gonna say not his finest shot, but there was a chase being played, so if things change.
Hey! Love it. It's a really, really good serve by John, just nipping the penthouse.
Or we take the galleries, though.
Take it.
We take the galleries.
Any day of the week.
Definitely aiming for that.
Oh, 100%. Really making the best use of the equipment. What? Oh, not sure about that one. This is a good play by Al.
Good, very good rest there. There haven't been quite as many longer rallies as I was expecting.
There were when they were playing the floor a bit more.
Yeah.
But now that they're both really just winding up, driving it.
Yeah, they're both killing it a lot more. Like that shot, it was a misread, sure, but
There's more intention
yeah,
on it.
yeah, there was more placement. There was less hitting it hard, just putting it away, rather than alright, I'm gonna hit the spot.
It's good to tell. I think it's the sign that they're both playing reasonably well.
Yeah.
Not too sure about Al, but I know John is a very, very decent retriever. So if you're able to kill it on the floor against John, you're doing pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Railroad just isn't good enough.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't be happy with that railroad.
I think it just needs to be thinner. It's catching too much of the penthouse there.
Yeah. Yeah, just one floorboard less, and yeah, or maybe even half one, because you don't want to dropping too short.
Yeah, four or 5 bounces just takes too much spin off of it.
Yeah.
It needs to have a little bit more work.
Yep, and it was far too high up on the back wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to get at about knee hip height at least. Well, in Hobart, I should say. Sometimes varies.
Yeah, I think low back wall anywhere is a decent shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, take that.
Ooh, he was ready for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, rack the right place. I think he just was a little bit too far upright. Was slightly lower than and he was expecting, and didn't.
That's a good mix up. A really good rest.
Yeah. Yeah, those are tough to read around the backhand back wall, because you don't want to leave it too long, because if they've got enough cut on it, it's not. You don't want to do a 1 and 2 chase or burst better than 2 chase or whatever.
Yep.
But you also don't want to get too close, because as we saw, that one didn't cut as much, and it kicked out straight into Al, and it's not coming at pace. You can't exactly just flick it over with ease.
Yeah. That serve by John was just a little bit too deep in the penthouse.
Yeah.
If it was a little bit closer to the main wall, then the second bounce would have been closer to the edge.
Ooh.
John wins in straight sets.
Yep.
3 sets to 1.
Yep. 6-3, 6-2, 6-4. Thanks for watching. Who's on next?
doesn't cool down very quickly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of concrete.
So we've got Andrew Fowler versus Lewis Williams up next.
We've got the two big men up next.
Who's commentating this? Well, next
All
one.
going. That's what you think.
No commentators lined up, so who knows? Who knows who's rocking up? Alright,